Okay, hello. This is going to be how to make a run file and start runs on everything except for PC. So PS2, 3, 4, 5, and Vita if you're dumb enough to do that. So first things first, you want to be in the main menu and make sure you have your options set to what you want them to be. So play hints off is the most important one. Vibrations, should be off if you're a normal human being, but do what you want, I guess. Language, English is the best. I shouldn't say that. Graphics, center screen. You want to make sure your screen is centered properly, because that will save when you make this run file. Video mode, you want to be on 60, but it doesn't matter for making the run file because it's not save file dependent. Every time you boot the game, you will have to set this back to 60 anyway. Aspect ratio, I think, is also the same. I think you have to do that every time you boot the game anyway, so it doesn't matter. Sound options, do whatever the fuck you want. If you want to listen to music and not have the game music, you can turn this to 0. But bear in mind, if you do that for your run file, every run you do will have no music. You have to make a new run file if you want to bring the music back permanently. So yeah, once you've picked your options, you go to new game and pick a file. You don't want to do the top one, and I'll explain why in a little bit. So any of the bottom 3, these 2 are actually already run files. This is my run file, and this is one I made 10 minutes ago when I recorded this with my mic muted. So we'll just do this one again. You're going to select it and then overwrite a save if there is one there. And once you see the cutscene start playing, you want to reset your console. And that goes for all consoles. So if it's PS3, 4, 5, close the application, whatever you have to do. If it's PS2, just hit the reset button. Vita, I haven't got a clue. Figure it out yourself, I guess. And yeah, just reboot the game. I'll be back in a minute. Okay, here we are again. So like I said, if you're on PAL, you will have to set the game back to 60 Hz again when you boot it up. There we go, that's done. So now, if you go to load game, you will see, now I have, ignore this top one, it's this second one. They all look exactly the same, but these 3 are not exactly the same. But this is the one that we just did, so I'm going to load it. And in the black screen, I'm going to start mashing the pause button. Once you do a few runs, you'll get the idea of when you need to start mashing. Because you just need to start mashing before the black screen fades. But to begin with, just mash the whole time. I would anyway. I'm just gonna wait a few seconds because I know I can, and then I'll start mashing about now. That was a bit early, but it doesn't really matter. So you should be in Geyser with Jak still in the portal, so we can't see Jak, and the game is now paused. So we are going to go to options, which is circle, and save game. And now we're going to save to the top file, which is why I already had that Geyser file there. And if you see now, I have 3 Geyser rock files, but only these 2 are actually run files. This top one is the one I just saved. And if I load it, you'll notice Jak is not in the portal anymore. So it's not actually a run file. This is, you sort of don't even need to know this particularly, but this is why you can never load this file to restart your run, this top one, because if you load it, you will just spawn on the ground. Whereas if you notice I load these ones, I will be in the portal, and I've paused again there. So anyway, we load our file with Jak still in the portal. What did I just say? We paused the game with Jak still in the portal to save our file to the top one. Fuck me. And then we take out live split if you haven't already done so. No FCS it is, I guess. And you want to put a delay on your timer, so I've got -1.6. That usually works pretty well. It won't be frame perfect because you will pause the game at slightly different times when the black screen fades. That's just how it'll be. But you can always just frame time it if you want it to be perfectly accurate after the fact. And mods will do that anyway when you submit your runs. And yeah, you just unpause the game and start your timer at the same time. And it should hit 0 when Jak touches the grass. Like that, it's magic. So again, just to be 100% clear, we load a run file. So for me, it's one of these two. I'm just going to do my normal one. We mash pause, and it brings up this pause menu. We are going to save to the top file, and then we're just going to unpause and start our timer without loading anything. That's something that people mess up all the time, is they load their run file, they save it, and then they think they have to load again. But you do not load again. You just save, and then you just unpause. Bang. And now you're free to enjoy the, you know, the magic of Jak. One other thing I should mention is there's a glitch in this game called NG Plus glitch, which if you get it, it will invalidate your run. So you need to avoid that happening. I won't demonstrate what it is. You can ask in the Discord if you want to know what it is. But basically, if you reset your run in Geyser, you can just load your run file and mash pause immediately, and then, you know, do the same bullshit, save to the top, unpause, etc., etc. But if you reset from any other level, then what you want to do before you go back to Geyser is you want to load Sandover Village, which is why you will see almost every runner will have a Sandover Village file as one of these four. For me, it's this 100% file, but it literally doesn't matter what percentage completion you have. It just needs to be a Sandover Village file. You load it, spawn here, and then you load your run file right afterwards. I know it's like, why the hell would you do that? But if you do that every time you reset from a different level, it won't really lose you any time, and you will not get this NG Plus glitch, which will invalidate your run. So, yeah, I think that's about it. Now, fuck